think you know where you are? You don't have a frickin' clue. A lot of legends touch this turf. All-Americans, Hall of Famers, national champions. I gave my all here. They gave their all right here on this field. See, this place isn't just a football stadium. It's the Roman Coliseum of college football. It'll wrap you up, it'll consume your body and your soul. You can't think, you can't speak. Man, forget trying to hear. This place is unlike anything you've seen before. So tick-tock, boys and girls. The countdown to kickoff starts now.
He's down the sideline. Holy Toledo! There's Congress Holloway. Go for the bomb. Malone's got it. By himself. Is there a flag on the play? I don't see one. Touchdown, Carter! Neyland Stadium in an uproar. Has it blocked it. They blocked Tennessee it. Blocks the punt. Once you're soaked. The Tennessee fans can care less. Still on his feet, breaks a tackle on the right sideline. Well, my goodness.
Welcome to Countdown to Kickoff, presented by UT Knoxville Alumni and Tennessee Athletics. Happy Big Orange Friday, and thank you for joining us for our first virtual pep rally. I'm Jayson Swain, former Tennessee football player, UT alum, and host of the Swain event. This event would not be possible without our partners, including sponsors, including Coca-Cola, Farm Bureau, First Horizon, Food City, Graduate Knoxville, Graphic Creations, One River Walk, Pilot Company, Threads, and UT Medical Center. Today's highlights include Director of Athletics, Coach Philip Former, remarks from Chancellor Donde Plowman, Tennessee hot fried chicken demonstration. I know you're ready for that one. Also, Tennessee traditions, Vol fans of the week, and so much more. Before we get started today, I want to give a special shout out to our alumni and friends in Columbia, South Carolina at their alumni chapter. There are more than 800 UT Knoxville alumni who live in Columbia, and we know that you're fired up for tomorrow's game. There's currently 4 players on Tennessee's football team from the state of South Carolina on the roster, and we know that you'll be proud of them wearing orange and white instead of garnet and black. So now let's give a big orange welcome to Vice Chancellor and Director of Athletics, Philip Former.
Hello, Vol alumni and friends, and happy Big Orange Friday. Like you, I've been waiting for this weekend for a long time. It really is football time in Tennessee. It has been a tough couple of months, and I'm so thankful that we are here ready for our first game against South Carolina. Tennessee football has much momentum coming off last season and on the recruiting trail. Coach Pruitt has our program on a great path. It has felt like a long time coming to get here, and I'm ready and looking forward to seeing our guys in the game setting tomorrow. I cannot thank you enough for your continued support of the Vols during these unprecedented times. We have tried not to let this pandemic slow us down, and we will continue to work to ensure our student athletes are playing in a safe environment. Whether you're watching from inside Neyland Stadium this fall or from home, keep your fire and passion for the Vols going this fall. I promise you, we can feel it wherever you may be supporting the Vols from. I so appreciate your loyal support. Let's go get those Gamecocks.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks for your time today. We look forward to the game tomorrow. Now I'm excited to welcome Chancellor Donde Plowman. Chancellor Plowman, thank you so much for being here today.
Hey, thank you for having me. And I'm just so excited. Like Coach Fulmer, tomorrow's our first game. We've looked forward to this for so long. I want to share with our alums a couple of things I'm excited about before we even get started talking about that game tomorrow. This year, we recorded the largest entering freshman class on record. Think of it, in a pandemic, people just came to Knoxville. We've had the largest enrollment of beginning freshmen ever. And one of the reasons that happened, I'm convinced, is because last spring when we sent everybody home, our team thought hard about how do we do this? There's something special about Rocky Top. People want to be here. And when students were home, we decided, and we had a team of people, including volunteers, some of whom are on this call, who made 30,000 phone calls so that every single student received a call. And guess what? I don't know if it's related, but our retention is up. That's the percentage of students who come back after their freshman year. And we also made phone calls to every single student who'd been admitted. And guess what? Our freshman class is up by 5%. So I'm so proud of those things. But I want to talk just for a second about what it's been like to lead this university during a pandemic and get ready for an athletic season, get ready for football. The SEC conference has been amazing. I have a whole new set of friends. We've met at least once a week, sometimes twice for 90 minutes, all the presidents and chancellors, planning our way to tomorrow. Always from the beginning in the SEC, it was about, can we find a way to do this safely? And we have done it, we think. So we are all excited. Our athletes on this campus have led the way with being so loyal to the guidelines about social masks, about social distancing, about wearing their mask. You see them on campus. I have met with the football team twice, just wanting to hear from them. How are you feeling about this? I also met with all the fall sports, which included cross country, it included volleyball, as well as soccer. I also met with both men and women's basketball teams. We have such leaders in every single sport, and I am so proud to have them representing us on and off the field. And by the way, this year we had the highest GPA, average GPA in the athletic department we've ever had. It was 3.5. I often say I never had a 3.5, but on average our athletes did. We even had 100 students who had a straight 4.0. Vols have always stepped up in hard times. They always have. They're doing it this fall. Our students are simply amazing, treating each other with care and respect and trying to get through this together and safely. So it's a great time to be a Vol. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Chancellor Plowman. Awesome stuff there. There's been so many classic moments over the years with the Gamecocks, but we don't really have to travel too far to find today's classic versus South Carolina. So let's throw it back to last year's win.
Football's a game of emotions and intensity. Intensity. We need everybody in this room to bring the energy today. Right now, from play one. And if you're on that sideline, you bring that energy to your teammates. You got that? Everybody knows what we're working for. Everybody knows what we're working for. When you're one-on-ones, the most physical team, the most relentless team, we're staying together, never quit, we're finding a way.
Gamecocks and Vols from historic Neyland Stadium in Knoxville on a perfect October Saturday.
Sets up. Bang, he goes down. It's Darrell Taylor.
Callaway back to his own 36. He's got 2 career punt returns for touchdowns. Make it 3. 65 yards. Wide open is Jennings, already past midfield. And look at the extra effort. As time, Jennings inside the 20, stays on his feet, will not be denied. 48 yards.
Hit right there and knocked down. What a big stop.
Linsky under pressure, down he goes. Deep ball, he's got Callaway. Caught.
Gets rid of it, throws for Jennings in the end zone. Got it, touchdown in the back of the end zone. Jawan Jennings, good for 19 yards. Fires long, Callaway behind everybody, catches at the 15, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown! Marquez Callaway.
We were just saying, what about these explosive plays by Tennessee?
Man, there's been a highlight reel tonight.
And blocked. The Volunteers covered in the end zone. Touchdown. Daniel Batuli.
Talking about a team win, all right, a team win. All right? That's how you find ways to win football games. Okay? That's how you find ways to win football games. We were the most physical team on the field. We played the hardest. We played together. We didn't quit. Okay. And y'all said it. When the things didn't go our way, we put on more runs.
Let's go. Oh, yeah, I know you love that. I'll take another performance tomorrow, like last year. Please sign me up. Now, let's hear from VFL Inky Johnson. He made a visit to Tennessee over the summer, so let's go to him.
As I told the guys last year, man, this place is extremely special to me. Right? Like almost in a sacred way, right? It means a lot to me. Right, but I always tell people, because I get the question when I travel and when I go in different places, it's hard for cats. As I told the guys last year, man, this place is extremely special to me. Right? Like almost in a sacred way, right? It means a lot to me. Right, but I always tell people, because I get the question when I travel and when I go in different places, it's hard for cats to understand why I wouldn't change what happened to me. When they look at somebody that's encountered a level of adversity that I've encountered, the only thing they can think about and recollect in their mind is, what did he lose? Right? And so it's hard for them to understand when they see something like a paralyzed right arm and hand that I've encountered behind the game of football. It's hard for them to understand when I say, if I had that same play this upcoming Saturday, I'd go at it the exact same way with the same energy, with the same passion, and I wouldn't change a thing about it. Because it was deeper than the game of football for me. Right? I was talking to an athlete a couple of weeks ago. He was like, Ink, I don't got the training table. I said, you didn't have the training table when you first got the dream. Like, you didn't have the facility when you first got the dream. You didn't have the locker room when you first got the dream. Like, you didn't have the cafeteria when you first got the dream. Now we're talking about, if they move a season, can I sustain my drive? Now we're talking about, if we don't know if we're going to play, can we show up with the same level of accountability, the same level of dedication, and the same level of commitment towards something that we said we wanted? I'm talking concrete commitment, right? The commitment that says, can I stay true to what I said I would do long after the mood that I've set it in has left? Right? And so the question remains, can you come in here every single day and work for something and it's not predicated upon the outcome? When you break it down to the essence of what it is, what is it? It's my will versus your will. It's my mentality versus your mentality. It's how my mother raised me versus how your mother raised you. Or when you say something and you see another man, you say, boy, you got to go through hell and high water to want it more than I want it. And if you want it, you're going to have to fight in order to get it, right? I just want one thing from you. Don't get caught up in the headlines, man. Don't get caught up, all right, if we're going to play, if we're not going to play, I'm going to base my work ethic, my dedication, and my commitment off of that. Don't predicate it off of that. Like y'all seen it. The dream is free. The hustle, the work, the reward is sold separately, right? They ask me who my hero, I say my mother, who I watch get up every single day and work a double shift at Wendy's from the time I was a kid until I got on campus at the University of Tennessee, the first time I slept in a bed by myself. And so how dare I ever step a foot in this football complex, on any field, in any weight room, and not give everything I got? That would be disrespectful. The expectation is standard. Don't bend, don't break that for nobody. No cat in here is bigger than the power T. It don't matter how much talent you got. And don't let that work ethic be determined by a certain date, whether that be in the fall, next month, or in the spring. Let that be carried by your integrity, your mentality, and your spirit as men. I don't care what the world say, right? I don't ever expect Tennessee to step out on the field and lay down to nobody. We're all faced with a time of challenge and controversy. But as you all know, man, adversity causes some cats to break and other cats to break records. What side of it will you be on? Let that power T mean something to you, fellas. That's my time, man. God bless y'all. Stay safe. Stay safe.
Inky Johnson always brings a fire, always brings a passion. There's no doubt that he's a Tennessee Volunteer, so he's a Tennessee treasure for sure. Great video, him speaking to the team over the summer. I know our boys will be ready to go tomorrow night. What is on your game day menu for tomorrow? Here to help us get our game food ready, our food game ready, please help me welcome Chef Tyler White from the UT Culinary Institute. Chef White is showing us how to make Tennessee hot fried chicken. Oh, yes.
Hi, I'm Chef Tyler White with UT Culinary Institute. We're here today to make Tennessee hot chicken with you for your game day experience. We're going to start by making a marinade that we need to do about 24 hours in advance. Our marinade is going to consist of buttermilk and hot sauce. You can choose your favorite hot sauce. It doesn't have to be any one that's particular. The buttermilk and the hot sauce are going to help tenderize and flavor our chicken. The chicken that we're going to use is a thin sliced chicken. This will help make our cooking process go quicker. It'll make sure that our chicken is nice and juicy and our breading is crispy without overcooking our chicken or overcooking our breading. We're going to take our chicken, put it in the refrigerator for about 24 hours is ideal. If you don't have that much time and you want to make it on game day, try to give it a good 3 hours in the refrigerator before we bread it. Our sauce is going to be one of the most important things with our Tennessee hot chicken. We're going to start with melted butter. We're going to add salt, black pepper, granulated onion or onion powder, depending what you have, granulated garlic or garlic powder. We have paprika. Our spice for our hot chicken is going to be cayenne pepper. To sweeten it, we're going to use some Tennessee sorghum. Mix all of our ingredients together and keep this warm. With our chicken marinated, we need to make our dredging flour. We're going to use all-purpose flour, cornstarch. This will help give a crispy texture to our chicken. We're going to add whole thyme leaves that are dry, black pepper, salt, and cayenne pepper. We're going to mix our seasonings up nicely. Everything's evenly distributed. And then we're going to pull out our chicken that's been marinating for 24 hours. We have our fryer set to about 375 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to dredge individual slices of chicken and set it in our fryer. Once our chicken is well dredged, we'll shake off any excess flour that might be on there and we'll gently set it into our fryer. This is going to fry for about 4 to 5 minutes or until the internal temperature of the chicken is 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Our chicken has been frying for about 5 minutes now. It's floating, which is a good indication that we're getting close on our temperature. We're going to pull it up, fully drain our chicken. We're going to set it on a rack to drain. We're going to take our warm butter and spice mixture and rub our chicken. Brush it, get it in there. In order to plate our chicken, we have a toasted brioche bun. We're going to set our chicken breast on our brioche bun and garnish with house-made pickles. This is a sweet and sour pickle that'll go nicely with our spicy chicken. In order to plate it for game day, we have it set with Tennessee toothpicks ready to go. I hope you guys enjoy. These recipes should be live streaming with us now and available on UT Alumni.
Thank you so much, Chef. Guys, I know you've watched this program so far and you've seen the videos, 2 videos from Inky Johnson, the highlight video from last year's win over South Carolina, and you've noticed I've been rocking in my chair. That's because I'm pumped. That's because I'm fired up. I'm ready for Tennessee to take the game field and take it to the Gamecocks for 60 minutes. Let's talk about the game. Let's talk about what Tennessee needs to do to win the game. So now I just want to share with you my 3 keys to the game. Number 1 is Tennessee needs to start fast. You look over the past 2 seasons, Tennessee has not been able to do that. Starting fast, jumping on the opponent. Tennessee has the experience. Tennessee has the confidence to do that. So I would love to see Tennessee jump on South Carolina fast, make South Carolina back up, make South Carolina make the adjustments. So starting fast is very, very, very important to gain that confidence on the road, to neutralize the momentum that usually the home team will have. So starting fast, super important for Tennessee. That's number 1. Number 2 is affect the quarterback. South Carolina has a new quarterback, grad transfer Colin Hill from Colorado State. He came with Mike Bobo, who is now the new offensive coordinator. And he has yet to play in an SEC football game. And so I just think Tennessee needs to welcome him to the SEC by getting in his face as much as possible, knocking him down a few times, sacking him a few times, but affect the quarterback. And I think if Tennessee can affect the quarterback, create pressure, you give guys like Bryce Thompson, Alontae Taylor, this secondary opportunity to get their hands on footballs. They've been really, really good at that. They were one of the best in the country last year at bringing down interceptions. And so affect the quarterback. That's number 2. Number 3 is gang tackle. You look around the country the last couple of weeks in college football, because of COVID, because of the lack of practices, because of the lack of scrimmaging, teams have not practiced tackling all that much. And so you saw that with Navy in their first game against BYU. They could not tackle. Well, Tennessee, make sure you gang tackle. Not just one guy, not just 2 guys, but all 11 to the football, gang tackle. I mean, it's in the maximum. So you got to listen to General Nealon, right? Gang tackle. That is the winning edge for sure. So let's go back. Let's review. Number 1, we want to start fast. Jump on South Carolina, make them make the adjustments. Let's gain confidence. Let's go. Number 2, effective quarterback. Get to the quarterback, make him make mistakes, hurry his passes. This is where most of your turnovers generate from. Pressure, affect the quarterback. That's number 2. Number 3, gang tackle. I love to see 11 white helmets with that power tee on it, just swarming the ball carrier, piling on, running to the football, running fast. Love to see it. Those are my 3 keys to the game for Tennessee to win this football game. And I think they're going to win. I think they're going to do all these things for sure. One of my favorite and greatest memories from Rocky Top is the ball walk. So let's take a look at the history behind the ball walk in today's Tennessee Tradition segment.
It is a place where everyone can gather before the game. It is a time to celebrate before the ball ever kicks off. A place for mom and dads to hug their sons before they step into the field. A time for players and coaches to set their sights on what awaits them inside Neyland Stadium. Fans, young and old, cheerleaders, dancers, Smokey, and the pride of the Southland Band all come together to cheer on our beloved Vols and to wish them luck as they go into battle. It is a walk down Peyton Manning Pass, a stride down Philip Fulmer Way, past the statue of General Robert Neyland, and a turn into Gate 21A for a final journey down the ramp to field level. It is the Vol Walk.
I'm really trying not to turn in my chair. I mean, the ball walk, guys, come on. That's Tennessee. That separates Tennessee from everyone else. There's nothing like the ball walk. The energy, oh my goodness. Hard not to rock in this chair today during the pep rally, watching those videos. Launched in 2012, the Join the Journey campaign represents the most transformative fundraising effort in UT's history, raising $1.33 billion in contributions thanks to the donors and alumni across the world. So let's take a look at how the campaign has helped transform Rocky Top and benefit our students.
Sometimes it's hard to remember how the journey began. But in times like these, it's important to remind ourselves what it was that brought us together, combining our time and talents. Until we can finally look back on these 8 years and see that it took all of us to bear the torch, to light the way, and to give our all. Supporting life-changing education for students today and for future generations. Now we can see our efforts. Our investments didn't just change a university, but set the standard for a culture of generosity. And now we can celebrate our accomplishments. When 114,000 of us came together to raise more than $1.3 billion, a touchstone for future generations, showing what can happen when Vols unite. A reminder that whatever challenges lie ahead, Tennessee Volunteers are ready to meet them. Thank you for joining us in this journey. We look forward to many more.
Thank you, donors. Thank you so much. Now let's hear from Vice Chancellor for Advancement, Chip Bryant.
Thanks, Jason. The entire campus community is grateful to the many donors who made the Join the Journey campaign a historic success. Your investment in the University of Tennessee and the future of the state of Tennessee is a moving testament to what volunteers can accomplish when they come together. We challenge all of our alumni and friends to do three things: be proud, be involved, and be invested. We want to make sure that you be proud. Wear your orange on Big Orange Fridays and share all the great things happening across your social media platforms and in your communities about the University of Tennessee. We want you to be involved. Stay involved with us. Most of this is being done virtually right now, and we have more virtual offerings than ever before with our recently launched Volunteer Book Club and Checkerboard Chat and Facebook Live series. Next month, between October 16th and 18th, we're hosting our inaugural Run for Rocky Top virtual 5K. Individuals and families can help support student scholarships while getting outside for a run or walk together. Registration is open from now until October 4th. You can register at alumni.utk.edu, and you can also see all of our alumni events that are happening on that website. And we hope that you'll be invested. Gifts of any size make a significant impact. During these times, scholarships are having even more of an impact on our students and helping them decide if they can afford college. Many of our students have lost their part-time jobs or have had limited hours, and scholarships can be the deciding factor in them being able to continue their education at the university or attend the university. We hope that you'll consider a gift to your local area alumni chapter scholarship to help recruit students from your area to the University of Tennessee. Last year, the university awarded over $80 million in scholarships to over 17,000 students. It doesn't matter if it's $5, $50, or $500. Gifts of any size make a significant impact. Thank you to all of our alumni and friends for all you do to support the University of Tennessee, and go Vols.
Thank you, Chip. Now, who's ready for some free swag? Congratulations to Jeff Wallen and Annie Dabbs, our first Vol fans of the week. Do you want to win next week? Well, if you do want to win next week, all you have to do is follow Tennessee Alumni on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for your chance to win. Follow those accounts. You want to win, guys. Come on now. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at TENN Alum. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram for your chance to win. And please be sure to join me next Friday as we count down to kickoff to beat Missouri. I'll be live at 12:30 p.m., streaming on Facebook and on YouTube. And don't forget to tune in to tomorrow night season opener as a Tennessee Volunteers battle South Carolina, 7:30 Eastern on the SEC Network. You know what time it is, guys. Let's get this done. Go Big Orange and beat the Gamecocks.